Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, Singy, this guy's been tearing it up at the plate, leading the entire league in batting average.
He's really making it look easy out there, Boog. Poised, patient, and hitting to all fields. Looking forward to seeing him in action in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go, and towing the slab, Zach Gallen. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And here it comes. And another ball. Next pitch is inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball for a strike at 95. Turner awaiting a 3-1. And there's a foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Kyle Tucker. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona. Turner runs, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, he's safe. And it is 2-1. Turner stands at second with no outs. Next offering is in for a strike. Squirts away a little bit.
3-2.
Man at second. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Turner comes in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in the second game of the series. That one almost got him. Two now. Stays alive. No outs. Runner on second. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, out to short. Perdomo tosses to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Jones. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Foul ball there. Two outs and one in scoring position. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. O'Neal Cruz now at the plate. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Two outs. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
And there's a ball. Chop to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cubs 2 and the D-backs coming up. Back here with my pal Singy. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Justin Steele. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Corbin Carroll leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 gone here. Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. Breaking ball clips the corner. That's a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's way high. And it's 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
1 out, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one out to right. And that'll get down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, second baseman,
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Perdomo leads off first with 1 away. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Next offering misses, and it's a full count. Man at first, 1 away. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Now here is Eugenio Suarez. First offering, and it just misses. Two on, 1 out. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags and goes to third. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Randall Grichuk stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to third, and a foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. On the ground to the left. To second, there's Bichette. And that is that. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Second inning set to go. Here's a speed threat. Pete Crow Armstrong. Gallen back to work. That's outside. 1-0. And another ball. That's a ball. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes They'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting eighth, the designated
And here is Anthony Rizzo. And the first offering is not close. There goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, nobody out. That pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Runner goes again. Pitch inside. Throw to third. Save. Got him looking. One out in second.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. This one smoked out to left. Gurriel makes the play. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they're up by 3.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Turner stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. Doubled his first time up. Just missed.
That's away.
And a swing and a miss there.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Turner off of first with 2 away.
Ball 2.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ripped on the ground to second. Marte throws to first in time. And Tucker is retired. And the inning is over. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In for a strike, 0-1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Gurriel gets a piece. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. And that misses. Ball 1. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That pitch clips the outside corner. And the count is 3-1. That one fouled off. Here comes a 3-2. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Man at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. That one's in there. Strike 1. Just missed. Now a check swing, but he held up. Swung on, belted. Tucker going back. And that is gone. He shoots one out to right. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Next to hit, Blaze Alexander. That hits the dirt. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ground ball. On to first. Now 2 away.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Foul ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Chase Field, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now here is Nolan Jones. 0 for 1 so far. Jones measures 6 feet 4 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've played it 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And that skips in the dirt.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
And that's downstairs and outside. He swings and fouls one off. Two and two. That one missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground to third. Toss to Naylor. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Now batting, second baseman, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette, the next to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that's a little high. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that is a foul ball. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, O'Neal Cruz.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one outside. And that's ball one. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. High fly ball, right field. And that'll do it. Cubs tack on another with a solo jack. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in the desert, now Geraldo Perdomo. And that one is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here's Ketel Marte. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
1-2.
This one in the dirt. The throw to second is offline. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Perdomo at second with nobody out. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Jones under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Flied to right his first time. That one ripped but foul. Runner at second here, one gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Man at second. That's
One
down
ball,
and in.
two
A
strikes.
slider missed. And a ball and 2 strikes. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. That one the other way. Guerrero. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Here's the center fielder, Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 1.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Caught him looking for the K. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. On to inning number 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
The next pitch misses, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Man at first. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Right through there for a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Runner goes again. Pitch is high. Throw, and they got him.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw. Quick tag to cut him down.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that one almost got him. Out to short. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. Seeing an impressive jump throw from the hole at short. Let's see what StatCast has to say.
Now he's just showing off out there. I mean, I don't know if fans realize how much arm strength you need to make that throw. This guy's got a rocket of an arm, and that was on full display right there. Just an awesome job.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Here's a high chopper, and it goes just foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Outside, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball in there and looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly, but they still lead this one 4-2. Bottom 4, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The wind to kick the pitch. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Gurriel gets a piece. just misses with that one.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
1 and 2.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one in the dirt, and now it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno, walked his first time. That's outside, and that is ball one. Runner on the go, and that one fouled off. Gurriel gets his lead at first, nobody out. This one in the air, right field. Lays out and makes the play. And wow, what a great diving catch, Siggy. Statcast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
That's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
Here's Josh Naylor. He's already homered here in this one. And that one upstairs, ball one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Crow Armstrong right there to make the grab. And there's two down.
Now that is designated hitter,
Blaze Alexander getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. Line to left. Jones makes the play, and the inning is over. One left for the Diamondbacks. Still down by a count of 4-2. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Gilbert Diaz.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and the little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. That misses. 1-0.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Now 1-1. On the ground, and foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And that's too high.
3-2.
High fly ball out to center field. Grichuk sizing it up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting right fielder Kyle Tucker.
So digging in, Kyle Tucker. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
And that one hammered back there. See you later. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 6-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting second baseman Bo Bichette.
2 down, base is empty. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. That one at 95 missed up top, and that's ball 1. And it's fouled away. That missed by a lot. 2-1. To the right side, Marte gets it to first, and Bichette is retired. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. Steele back to work. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. He's 2 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, these Diamondbacks, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside. That one missing inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this. With a real threat at the plate, looking to do damage.
Here's your 1. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Jamison Tyone preparing to come on if needed. Thielbar also getting ready. Carroll over at second, 1 down. Next one just misses. And a count now even up. And that one missing low. And ball four, two aboard.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Eugenio Suarez now at the plate. Hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So digging in, Randall Grichuk. That's hard hit on the line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Marte scores, and it's now a two-run game. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
And here is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Golden opportunity right here. That's a strike. 0-1. Second and third, one away.
Ball, hot.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
There's a strike.
One ball, two strikes.
Outside low, and the count's even at 2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Hard ground ball for base stop. One runs in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Next. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jamison Tyone.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Swinging a foul out of play. First and third, one down. Line drive, base hit. The tag run is in to steal from third. It's an RBI single. It's 6-6.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So up next, Josh Naylor. In there at the knees, 0-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
One out. Runners at first and second.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaching for it and brings it in. And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Blaze Alexander. Right through there for a strike. And the 0-1. Squirts away a little bit. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. First and second, two down. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And this is inside. Corbin Carroll in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full. Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Gurriel, the runner at third. Moreno at second. Alexander on at first with 2 down. That clips the zone, and it's 2-1 now. Two outs. Just off the inside edge.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. That's worth the price of admission. And they've rallied from 4 back. It's 10-6. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
So 2 down. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar gets the ball now. He's into the game with the bases empty. Just missed. That's towards center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that is that. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. We're through 5. It's the Diamondbacks 10 and the Cubs 6. Top 6. Here's the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. Diaz measures 6 feet even, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
So a man at first. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Hit in the air, right field. Carroll makes the grab, one down. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Rizzo. And there's a strike on the outside corner. The Cubs down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Wilson Contreras will hit next. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1 ball.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Cruz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball right side. Marte throws to first in time. And Contreras is retired. That's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 10 and the Cubs 6. Back here at Chase Field, and now Ketel Marte. And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The other way. Guerrero steps on the bag. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Randall Grichuk. In there, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Contreras makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for Arizona as the lead holds at 10-6. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson. Back to the top of the order now. Trey Turner digs in now. That's in there. And that's strike one.
0-1.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And into the pool. It's out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His second of the year, and they close the gap. It's 10-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And there's a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to center. Grichuk sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. One away. So up now for Chicago, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and Guerrero is set down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 down, bases empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Jones. 0 for 3 in this one. That one inside, and it's 1-0.
Whoa. 2-0.
Right through there for a strike. And that's a little bit high. 3 balls and a strike.
3-1.
Up and in, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bichette, the next to hit, takes ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Kevin Ginkel up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Mantiply getting cranked up as well. Jones off of first with 2 away. And he grounds one to the right side. Toss to Naylor, and that'll do it. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. It's a 3-run game at 10-7. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one popped in the air left field. Jones puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Next pitch misses way outside. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Next to hit for Arizona, Josh Naylor. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Alexander.
And here is Blaze Alexander. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Two outs.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
That one ripped right center field, and it gets by him. Moreno makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
This is Corbin Carroll. Launched a grand slam earlier in the game. That was back in the 5th.
And I'd say we felt the impact of that grand slam ever since. 4 runs on 1 swing. It's just an absolute game changer.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. That is the inning. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Puck. And now it's going to be O'Neal Cruz. 1 for 3. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now it appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Two now. And that one is inside. And they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Gurriel handles the chance, and there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And a slider in there for a strike. The Cubs down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Perdomo on the run, sends it over to first. Got him! Nice play. Anthony Rizzo, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And takes low for ball 1.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they make short work of them there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 11 and the Cubs 7. Back here in the desert, and now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Thielbar back to work, and that one fouled off. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Line drive, base hit, right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Off the mark there. 1-0. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
In there at the knees. It's 2-2. That one just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So digging in, Randall Grichuk. Squirts away a little bit.
1 strike.
To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. Here's a rocket out to left. Jones makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Arizona. They're still on top, though, 11-7. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Martinez. Leading off, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
First pitch misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Montgomery, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Nelson, the right-hander, also getting loose. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting shortstop Trey.
Here's Trey Turner. To third. Into the outfield, base hit. And out to aboard.
Now batting right fielder Kyle Tucker.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
And delivers outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Contreras, the lead runner at second. Turner on at first with nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2. Next offering misses down and away. Here's the 2-2.
3 balls.
In the dirt, blocked. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Two in scoring position, nobody out here at the top of the ninth. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Justin Martinez won't go any further tonight, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Kevin Ginkel. A chance at his first save of the year. Bases loaded, nobody out. And up next for Chicago, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. High in the air, out to left. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 11-8.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
He's 2 outs away. Nolan Jones, the next Cub to hit. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Late swing, foul to the left. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
So there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now here is Bo Bichette. This one smacked out to left center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.